Picture a storm, not just any storm, but a relentless, bone-rattling tempest, the kind that uproots trees, shatters windows, and drowns out every sound except its own roar. Now imagine standing in the heart of it, not cowering, not running, but standing tall, unshaken, your eyes fixed on a distant light only you can see. That light is your vision, your purpose, your unbreakable belief in what's possible. The storm, that's life. The chaos, the doubt, the noise of a world that tells you to settle, to shrink, to surrender. But you don't. You stand firm. Why? Because your mindset is your greatest asset. It's the invisible force that turns dreams into empires, failures into stepping stones, and ordinary lives into extraordinary legacies. Your mindset is not just a thought. It's a weapon, a shield, a blueprint for everything you will become. Let's strip this down to its core. Your mind is not a passive observer. It's a creator. Every thought you entertain, every belief you nurture, every image you hold in your mind's eye is a brushstroke on the canvas of your reality. Napoleon Hill, a man who studied the greatest minds of his era, Carnegie, Edison, Ford, knew this truth. Success is not an accident. It's a design, and the architect is you. Hill spent decades dissecting the anatomy of achievement, and his conclusion was unshakable. The difference between those who soar and those who stagnate lies not in their circumstances, but in their thoughts. Your mindset is the lens through which you see the world, and that lens determines whether you see obstacles or opportunities, limits or possibilities. Consider Thomas Edison. The world called him a genius, but genius doesn't tell the whole story. Edison was a man of relentless thought. When his laboratory burned to the ground in 1914, destroying years of work and millions in equipment, he didn't collapse in despair. He stood among the ashes, his mind alight with possibility, and said, "We have just cleared out a lot of rubbish." At 67 years old, he rebuilt, reinvented, and reclaimed his legacy. Why? Because his mindset wasn't chained to the fire. It was anchored to his vision. Your mind can do the same. It can take the ruins of your setbacks, lost jobs, broken dreams, shattered plans, and see not destruction, but a clean slate for creation. But let's be real. The world doesn't make this easy. Every day, you're bombarded with noise. Social media feeds screaming for your attention, news cycles feeding you fear, voices, sometimes even your own, whispering that you're not enough, not smart enough, not rich enough, not disciplined enough. This is the storm, and it's designed to drown out your inner voice. The first step to mastering your mindset is to silence that noise, not by ignoring it, but by overpowering it with a louder, fiercer truth. You are the captain of your fate. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are a creator of destiny. Hill called this definiteness of purpose. It's not a vague wish or a fleeting hope. It's a burning, unyielding commitment to a single aim that consumes your thoughts and fuels your actions. Clarity is power. Without it, your mind is a ship adrift, tossed by every wave of doubt or distraction. With it, your mind becomes a laser, cutting through obstacles with precision and purpose. Andrew Carnegie, the steel titan who mentored Hill, built an empire not because he was born with wealth, but because he had a clear vision. At 13, he was a bobbin boy in a cotton factory, earning $1.20 a week. Yet he saw himself not as a laborer, but as a builder of industries. He held that image in his mind day after day until his thoughts became his reality. You must do the same. Ask yourself, what do I want? Not what society wants, not what your parents want, not what your fears allow. What do you want? Write it down. See it. Feel it. Let it burn in your chest until it's the only thing you can think about. This is where belief comes in. Belief is not passive. It's not crossing your fingers or hoping for a miracle. Belief is active, muscular, relentless. It's the conviction that your vision is not just possible, but inevitable. Hill said, "Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. But belief doesn't come cheap. It demands courage. Courage to trust your vision when no one else does. Courage to act when the path is unclear. Courage to stand alone in the storm and say, 'I will not be moved.' Look at Walt Disney. Fired from a newspaper for lacking imagination, he faced rejection after rejection. Yet he believed in his dream of a world where stories came to life. That belief built an empire that spans generations. Your belief can do the same. It's the spark that ignites your vision and the fuel that keeps it burning. Now, let's talk about vision itself. Vision is not a daydream. It's a blueprint. It's the ability to see what doesn't yet exist and trust that you can bring it into being. Hill taught that the subconscious mind is like fertile soil. It grows whatever you plant. Plant seeds of doubt, and you'll harvest fear. Plant seeds of vision, and you'll harvest success. But vision requires focus. You can't scatter your thoughts across 100 fleeting desires and expect to build anything lasting. Henry Ford didn't just want to make a car. He wanted to make a car every working man could afford. That singular vision drove him to revolutionize an industry. Your vision must be just as sharp. Close your eyes. See your future self. Not the vague outline, but the details. Where are you? What are you doing? Who are you becoming? Hold that image. Make it so vivid it feels more real than the world around you. Purpose is the heartbeat of vision. Without purpose, your vision is just a picture. With purpose, it's a mission. Purpose is what gets you out of bed when the world feels heavy. It's what keeps you moving when the storm rages. Hill believed every great achievement begins with a definite purpose. Look at Abraham Lincoln, born in a log cabin, mocked for his appearance, plagued by failure. He could have surrendered to despair, but his purpose, to preserve a nation and abolish slavery, kept him steady through every trial. Your purpose doesn't need to be as grand as Lincoln's, but it must be yours. It's the answer to the question, why does this matter? Why am I here? Find that answer, and you'll find the strength to endure any storm. Discipline is where purpose meets action. It's the bridge between what you want and what you achieve. Discipline is not glamorous. It's not a montage of triumphant moments. It's the quiet, gritty choice to show up every day, to do the work when no one's watching, to choose your vision over your comfort. Hill called it self-discipline, but let's call it what it is, power. The power to say no to distractions, no to excuses, no to the easy path. Consider J.K. Rowling, a single mother, rejected by 12 publishers. She could have abandoned her story, but she disciplined her mind and her actions, writing in cafes, scraping by, until Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. Discipline turned her vision into reality. It can do the same for you. Start small. One habit, one choice, one step. Stack them day by day and watch your life transform. Action is the spark that brings discipline to life. Ideas are worthless without execution. Hill said, "Do not wait. The time will never be just right." The world is full of dreamers who never act, thinkers who never build, visionaries who never create. Don't be one of them. Action doesn't mean perfection. It means progress. It means taking the first step, even if it's messy, even if it's small. Thomas Watson, the founder of IBM, didn't wait for the perfect moment to innovate. He acted, adapted, and built a legacy that outlived him. Your actions don't need to be flawless. They just need to be yours. Start where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can. The rest will follow. Gratitude is the foundation that keeps your mindset steady. It's not about ignoring pain or pretending everything's perfect. It's about choosing to see the good, even in the storm. Gratitude rewires your mind. It shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, from what's wrong to what's possible. Hill believed gratitude was a magnet for success. When you're grateful, you attract more to be grateful for. Oprah Winfrey, who rose from poverty and abuse to global influence, credits gratitude as her anchor. Every day, she focused on what she had, her vision, her resilience, her purpose, and that focus fueled her rise. Try it. Right now, name 3 things you're grateful for. Feel them. Let them ground you. Gratitude isn't weakness. It's strength. Adaptability is the skill that keeps you moving forward. The world changes. Plans fail. Storms shift. A rigid mind breaks. An adaptable mind bends and thrives. Hill studied men like Charles Schwab, who navigated economic crashes and industry shifts by pivoting, learning, and evolving. Adaptability doesn't mean abandoning your vision. It means finding new paths to reach it. When Steve Jobs was ousted from Apple, he didn't cling to the past. He adapted, built Pixar, and returned to transform Apple into a titan. Your mindset must be fluid, open to new ideas, new strategies, new possibilities. The storm will change. So must you. Resilience is the fire that keeps you burning. It's not about avoiding pain or failure. It's about rising every time you fall. Hill called it persistence, but it's more than that. It's defiance. It's the refusal to let the storm win. Look at Nelson Mandela. Imprisoned for 27 years, he could have surrendered to bitterness. Instead, he emerged with a vision of unity and led a nation. Resilience is built in the small moments, the choice to get up, to try again, to believe when hope feels distant. Every setback is a lesson. Every failure is a forge. Let them shape you, not break you. Learning is the fuel of resilience. A mind that stops growing stops winning. Hill spent his life studying success, not because he had all the answers, but because he knew growth was the key to mastery. Elon Musk didn't build SpaceX because he was born a rocket scientist. He learned, he read, he failed, he grew. Your mindset thrives when you feed it. Books, mentors, experiences, and failures. Every day is a classroom. Every challenge is a teacher. Commit to learning, and you commit to winning. Now, as you stand in the storm, know this. Your mindset is your greatest asset because it's the one thing no one can take from you. Not the economy, not your critics, not your failures. It's yours to shape, yours to wield, yours to master. You are not a product of your circumstances. You are a product of your thoughts. So think boldly. Think fiercely. Think like Carnegie, who saw empires in steel. Think like Edison, who saw light in failure. Think like Hill, who saw success in the minds of ordinary men and women. Your vision is waiting. Your purpose is calling. Your destiny is yours to claim. Take the first step. Not tomorrow. Not when the storm clears. Now. Act with courage. Build with discipline. Rise with resilience. The world will try to pull you back, to dim your light, to drown your voice. But you are stronger than the storm. You are the creator of your reality. Your mindset is your power, your compass, your legacy. Use it, shape it, own it, and watch the world bend to your will.